Fred, these really are lovely Bibles.
Yes, yes.
And they always sell out when you bring them on SFYHC.
Every single time.
I'm so
They
glad you
certainly
did. If you've just tuned in to the Shop From Your Home channel, we are down to our last 8 minutes of this featured item.
Wow.
And that is this lovely Bible. Will you take a look at that? I want to tell you, this is not just an ordinary Bible. This is a Farley's famous Fancy Family Bible. And with us today is Fred Farley.
Hi, Renee.
How you doing, Fred?
Excellent.
Well, he's been here today sharing with us why it's so important to have a Bible, especially a Farley's famous Fancy Family Bible. Fred, why don't you highlight some of the points that you made this afternoon, why making a Farley will change your life?
Absolutely, I'd love to, Renee. Let's start with the cover. I know you love this cover, Renee.
I love this cover. Oh.
Folks, every Farley's famous Fancy Family Bible is covered with a patented, durable, easy to clean, leather-like material we call Farlahide.
Farlahide.
Now, we don't just put Farlahide on the front of the Bible, even though that's what you're going to be seeing most of the time, and that's what our imitators do with their materials. But we go a step further. We put Farlahide on the front, the back, and the binding of every Farley. I guess the way I look at it is, I'll know it's there, you'll know it's there, and most importantly, God knows it's there.
Wow, that's good.
Now, inside a Farley, you will find a lot more than just a bunch of boring words. We have wonderful artwork. Let me just show you that for a second here. Here's an example of some of the artwork that we have. Now, these are reprints of original artwork designed, done, painted by artists, and using what their ideas are of what people and places from the biblical times, long time ago, biblical times.
Right.
What they
Look
may,
at that.
they may have actually looked like this.
They may have actually.
Yes, so,
Yeah.
and we have lots of pictures, lots of stuff to look at, lots of reasons to open the Bible.
That's good.
Absolutely. And our lettering, too, in the Farley is really something that's quite interesting. This is based on an ancient technique where you take a symbol and you use it to represent an audible phonetic sound.
Really?
And so those are a few of the features that we've been going over. And really, I guess it all comes down to the fact that at Farley, we don't believe a Bible is something that you make. It's something you create. And every time you see it sitting there on your shelf, it should remind you of the Creator.
Well said, Fred.
Thank you, Renee.
Well, listen, people. We're down to the last 150 of these Bibles.
Wow.
Just remember, these are a family heirloom. It's time to call to get yours now. The operators are standing by. They're just $99.99 plus shipping and handling.
Wow.
That is a
Excellent.
terrific
That's
price
an excellent
for
bargain.
something that can be handed down from generation to generation. Fred, why don't we go to our first caller?
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
these are our callers that love the Farley Bible. Our first one is from North Carolina. Hi.
North Carolina.
How do you like your Farley?
Oh, I just love it. The Farley hide cover, it makes it so easy to
Yes.
dust. I keep it on a shelf next to my lucky rolling pin. I call it my lucky rolling pin because if my ex-husband, if he ever tried to touch my Bible, he'd be lucky if he could get away before I...
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, ma'am. Thanks for calling. Let's go to our next caller,
That was
okay?
crazy.
This caller is from Iowa.
Iowa.
But
Interesting.
hi, how do you like your Farley?
Hi, is everything okay? I mean, you look like you gained a little weight, Renee.
Oh, I'm fine. Let's talk about the Bible. What do you like about your Farley?
The best thing I like about my Farley Bible is really how spiritual it makes me feel,
Wow.
like when the sun shines on it
understand.
through the window.
Yes.
It's like a miraculous vision.
Oh, they are.
I just
They
thank
really
God
are.
that I can be such an inspiration to my heathen neighbors, like to help them walk, the straight and narrow. Lord knows they need all the help they can get.
They do.
By the way,
Excellent.
Renee, I have a recipe for a seaweed face cream that would really help you get rid of those bags on your eyes.
Okay, next. Let's go to our next caller. Our next caller is from Wyoming.
Oh, Wyoming. There. Can't go wrong
Hi.
with Wyoming.
No,
Hi.
you can't. Hi, how do you like your Farley?
Well, I bought it the last time you were selling them, and it's changed my life.
Well, that is completely understandable, caller. Owning a quality piece of workmanship like a Farley will do that for a person.
Oh, that's true.
It is beautiful to look at, but that's not what's changed my life.
Oh, I bet what it did for you was knowing that for $99.99 plus shipping and handling,
Oh, yes.
you just gotten yourself the greatest deal. And from now on, you want to shop from your home channel all the time.
Yes.
No, that wasn't it either.
Then what?
I read it.
Come on, you don't read all of it, do you?
Yeah, be careful now. The weight of this thing alone, if you held it for that long, would give you carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah.
Not the whole thing. Not yet, anyway. I started with the verse you always see people holding up on signs at football games. John 3:16. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life." The next verse says, "For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him." Isn't that life-changing?
Well, actually, that sounds like a bunch of holy roller hogwash to me. Doesn't it to you, Renee?
Wow. Is there more?
A lot more.
Really? Caller 3, why don't you just hang on a minute? I'm going to go to my office and talk to you some more. Listen, audience, we're just going to take a commercial break. We'll be back. Yes, a commercial break. Bye.
Commercial? Your whole channel is one big commercial, Renee. Come back here.